Good morning, guys. It is Monday, so we have some new leaks concerning the October pack. Tomorrow in the next video, we will talk about the ban list predictions. Obviously, we will get a new ban list. This could be a big one after the last one not being that impactful. Maybe we will see the fire hits finally, and with these new decks coming in the October pack, there will definitely change something in the meta. So the deck that I will show you today, I have predicted in the last prediction video. I've talked about this. I said this might possibly come. Still not my favorite, little spoiler alert here. Still not the Temper Dragon, but I'm still hoping for the Temper Dragon. The deck that I will show you, I will also show you which card will get the animation, as we also have this animation. And then we have another leak within this leak that I will show you throughout the video. So keep the video up and watch out for that. So what are we getting here? So quick little thing. We are getting the Ritual Beast support. And the Ritual Beast support, if you're wondering, you can see we have a lot of Ritual Beast cards already here. And this is the cool thing. A lot of them are just not ultra rares, right? We have the ulti Canahawk, which we will take a look at the deck list in a second here, is probably being used at 2 if I remember this correctly. I don't think that you necessarily use this ulti Galapelio, and then the other ones are actually super rares or normals. And we will get the new fusion, the Ulti Nochi Drago. This is an alternative artwork one, so it doesn't count. We get the new Lara because we already have this old Lara, Ritual Beast Tamer Lara. Now we have a Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara. We will get Ritual Beast Ulti Rairautari, and then we will get Ritual Beast Inheritance. This is, I think, a new search card. You can reveal one Ritual Beast monster in your hand, add one Ritual Beast monster with a different type from your deck to your hand, and then discard one card. And if 2 or more monsters are special summoned to your field at the same time, you can target one monster on the field, change its battle position. Ritual Beast, if you're not aware, or Spiritual Beast, is all about like banishing the cards and then or having them in a graveyard, and then you can banish them to, for example, contact fuse from the deck. For example, this new one says must be special summoned from your extra deck by banishing the above cards from your field and or graveyard, which is quite cool because that means if your board ever gets cleared, then you have the opportunity to use your graveyard as a resource, which is obviously super strong. We can click over here and take a look at an example deck list. This is from the TCG. You see that we are playing Arch Nemesis Protoss. This makes sense in the TCG. We can find him with the Nemesis flag here, and then we can just call Fire against Snake Eyes, or we could also call Dark against Jubel. We have the disadvantage in in Master Duel, obviously, that we can't really say what we are playing against because we are playing in a best of 1 format. So this is not as helpful, unfortunately. This is one of the main sticks of the deck, getting the Protoss to the field, getting the Colossus, the Thundering Hawk Colossus to the field, blocking the drawing, which I think Colossus you can definitely make more blind. So you can either choose to get the Protoss via the Nemesis flag or the Nemesis corridor with the Colossus, Thundering Colossus that is. So either block your opponent from drawing or adding cards, or use a Protoss, blocking them from calling a specific attribute, either fire or dark or whatever you want to call here. Obviously, in a tournament, this could be better because then you know what you're playing against, especially in the tournaments, for example, Dkayed's tournaments, where he plays best of 3 or the Challenger Cup. If you make it to the top cut, one important thing to say here, and this I think clears the question, is this a meta-relevant deck? I think it's a really cool one. If you're not aware, this is a combo-heavy deck, might be the comboest heavy deck of all of them. There is like a 2-hour guide on all the combos you can do with different starters. This is a very complicated deck. So if you want to grab or take a new deck that you really want to learn in depth, Spiritual Beast or Ritual Beast might be the one for you. That being said, if we could get, and I will talk about this in the ban list update in the video tomorrow, if we could get Emergency Teleport back to 3, this would be amazing, obviously, because we have a lot of psychics that we can summon here. We unfortunately only have it at 2, but we might get this back on the ban list. More to that tomorrow. The problem with this deck is, and one last good thing for this deck is that it can play Dimension Shifter. Obviously, we will have it at 2 here, not at 3 like in the TCG. Having the ability to play Dimension Shifter is obviously amazing against decks like Jubel, against the Fire decks. Might not be that great against Temper Dragon when it comes out, hopefully, in the October pack. We will see. Remains to be seen here. But yeah, it's a very good plus point that it can play Dimension Shifter. So the big downside for this deck, unfortunately, is that, first of all, it is super bad against Max C because you will summon a lot. You summon so much, and you don't get to your Protoss or your Nemesis, your Thunder Dragon Colossus very early on in the combo, which means there isn't even a line that you can go for that is like just nice, right? You will have to play into Max C extremely if you can't counter it, and that's obviously very bad. This is always something that kills a heavy combo deck like this in Master Duel, and this is also the reason why, and we will see this in a moment, it's not really a famous deck in the OCG. It's being played in the TCG quite a lot, but we don't have Max C there, right? And the second thing that is also a bit sad is that it's really weak against Nibiru. You can get Nibiru at basically any point, and especially you can get Nibiru before you make either the Archnemesis Protoss or the Thunder Dragon Colossus, or even afterwards, right? You don't have this inbuilt Nibiru protection. So weak against Nibiru, weak against Max C, which is why I think that this deck unfortunately will not make it to the top tier echelons of a Master Duel. This is definitely not a bad deck. If you can get you a combo through, you might just win the game. Going second, it's also not bad, but this is just not super good. And we can see right here, these are the cards we are getting. So depending on the rarity, on the distribution of the rarity, this might not be the most costly deck. We can see that we will need a triple Ritual Beast, Ulti, Cannon Hawk. So this is triple ultra rare at this point. But other than that, the extra deck does not seem to be. Oh, we are playing Ulti Gaia Paleo. Okay, interesting. Other than that, the deck is not too expensive. Obviously, the question is what these cards will be in terms of rarities. And now I want to show you which card will get the animation, and then we will talk about the other hidden leak basically that we were given. So the card that gets the animation, you might have already guessed it, is Ritual Beast Ultra Raitari, which is the new boss monster that you can end on. Neither player can tribute cards to activate a card or effect, which actually is quite funny because playing against Jubel, this is just the TCG list, don't you worry, playing against Jubel cannot activate, for example, there's some Samsara Lotus because this needs to tribute, and also not the Phantom of Jubel because this needs to tribute. So this is an inbuilt mechanism against Jubel, which obviously is quite funny. Then you can also target one of your banished Ritual Beast cards, return it to the hand or extra deck. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon one Ritual Beast monster from your hand. This clause here, this normal summon again clause, is on a lot of the Ritual Beast cards, and we also have during your opponent's turn quick effect, you can target one Ritual Beast card you control and one card your opponent controls and banish them. So this is a targeting quick effect banish, and then also has this floodgatey effect of basically saying no to tributing. So now for the leak within the leak, basically I've already talked about, I don't think this will be like the most effective one. We can also take a look at the top decks here, and if we take a look at TCG, we can see that it is here at the 4th spot. When we take a look at the last 1 month, and then OCG, you definitely find it way further down the line here with only 3 representations, just because OCG already also has the Mulch Amifuvaros, for example, which makes it even worse for this deck, obviously. And now we are basically on the same page. Now here's the leak within the leak, and I'm very interested in hearing your opinion. You can let me know in the comments, because Dkayed leaked that we will get the next 3 reveals, which I'm not quite sure if this Ritual Beast reveal was considered to be one of the next 3 reveals, but I think so. So I guess we will get 2 more reveals, and he said that these are all visible here on the page. So we can take a look at this. We have Harmonica, 6 Samurai getting new support in one of the newest sets, so this probably won't be it. Skyswalker, Tier Elements, we have this. Unchained, we have this. Shark is also something that is pretty new, so don't really guess that we will get it. Scareclaw, Salamangreat, Ryugi, I'm not even sure what this is. We have Phantasm Spiral. There's Melodious here, so Melodious is definitely one of the contenders that might come. We have Life Trance right here, Gimmick Puppet support. This is also something that could happen. Allure Queen, Buster Blader, Dogmatica, Fairy Tail, Vanquish, so we have already Snake Eyes Viking, we have Snake Eyes, we have Magical Musket has new support, I think, or have they gotten the new support? We can't see it right here. I think they gotten something. Oh no, they didn't get new support. This was just that you can now play it with different cards. Okay, so Magical Musket probably isn't it. Life Twin, no. Exorcister, no. Chimera, no. Ritual Beast, we knew already. Blue Eyes, I don't think we'll get the Blue Eyes support in this pack. Labyrinth, so there's new Blue Eyes support. Memento, okay, we could see the rest of the Memento cards, honestly. Rescue Ace Voices, Runic, Jubel, and now we come to the more interesting ones. Centurion, might see this Centurion support, but I don't think we talk about this. And then we have obviously the big ones, Ryziel and Malice, which are the new archetypes that came within this deck building pack, which are dominating the meta in the OCG right now. This is pretty new stuff, and they are also completely new archetypes, which that's the reason why I don't think we will get this. And then we have Temper Dragon and the Fiendsmith stuff in Snake Eyes Fiendsmith. So yeah, we could get, and I'm still thinking Temper Dragon here. Fiendsmith I think is less likely just because it's a bit newer and Temper Dragon is a bit older. So we might see either the melodious stuff, which I have talked about. We might see the gimmick purple stuff. I don't really think so, but it might be the case. We might see the rest of the Memento cards. We might see the rest of the Centurion cards, or we might see Tenpai Dragon, or maybe the Fiendsmith stuff. We could also see Malice or Razier, but this would be crazy, and I do not think this happens. Also because they don't give us multiple new archetypes within one pack. But let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think of this league first and foremost? Ritual Beast, Spiritual Beast, and what do you think we will get from this page here in the next 2 leagues, basically? What are you predicting? Thanks for being here. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up and the notification bell, and we will see each other tomorrow in the video talking about the new ban list.